Hi there, this is Benji on Benji 84.0. This is going to be my review of the movie 22 Jump Street. If you're wondering how's he got hundreds of subscribers and yet he's hardly got any content up, that's because this is a relaunch. This is not the first content I've ever made. However, it's the best 4.0. 22 Jump Street came out in June 2014. It's the sequel to 21 Jump Street, which I've already reviewed on this channel. So if you haven't watched that video yet, go and watch it. 21 Jump Street, I covered it in that video. So this is the sequel that came out in June 2014. Now I've got some notes. So it cost between $50 and $84 million to make. That's a big spread, which is it. And it made $331 million, so very profitable. Very profitable. So far, the only sequel to 21 Jump Street. As I say, I'm not going to go over that again. I've already covered it in a previous video, my 21 Jump Street review, so go and check that out. So this is the only sequel so far, although I'll come to that briefly later in this video. This will only be brief. As always, I don't include clips in my reviews or in my videos at all, and I will save my rating out of 10 until the end of this video. So yeah, 22 Jump Street, it's obviously Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum again. Some of the co-stars from 21 Jump Street are back. Ice Cube is back, Rob Riggle, Dave Franco, they're back. There are some cameos again in this that I won't spoil. I won't spoil any of the jokes. I'll just go over this quickly. So again, it's an action comedy. I will say that I said 21 Jump Street is one of my favourite comedies. Now, this, to me, is a disappointment. However, I'll come to the rating in a minute. I'm not going to go long on this. There are some new co-stars. There are some cameos as well, some familiar faces maybe. In terms of actual co-stars that play a prominent part, there's a villain in this played by the eccentric Swedish actor Peter Stormare. I know it's pronounced like that because I've heard him say it. He's very distinctive. You'll know him when you see him. He's in loads of things. He's in the second Jurassic Park movie, the second Spielberg one from the 90s. He's in that, for instance. He's in loads of things. Very distinctive, eccentric Peter Stormare. He's the villain in this. That isn't spoiling anything. I think she's called Gillian Bell. I know her from the season 4 of Eastbound and Down, which I might cover on this channel, not in this video. She's funny. She can improvise well. She has some funny moments with Jonah Hill, who can also improvise well. He's a comedian too. Who else is in there? Oh, Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son. You might know him as the villainous version of Captain America from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and the new Thunderbolts movie. Wyatt Russell, he's distinctive. He's kind of reminiscent of Kurt Russell. He's a good actor. I've seen him in a few things. He tends to play villains. From what I've seen of him anyway, the bit I've seen of him, he's in this. He's good. I won't. Well, so basically, anyway, yeah. The premise is Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum instead of getting sent back to high school this time as undercover cops, they get sent to university or college. So they're meant to be about 19, I guess. Now it's even funnier because by this point, Channing Tatum was 33 or 34 and Jonah Hill was 30 or 31. So it's even more ridiculous having them play people at 19 years old. It's 18 years old in 21 Jump Street. Because they obviously look their age. And there's more humour to be had with that. They're not supposed to be mature students. They're supposed to be about 19 years old. It's ridiculous. That's part of the joke. So they go undercover at this university. Again, there's a substance being supplied. Yeah, there are a lot of action set pieces. There are some good jokes. Again, like I said about 21 Jump Street, this wouldn't get made now. This is 2014. This is before things got ridiculously woke. There are multiple jokes in this because before reviewing this here, I've gone back through thinking, what wouldn't be in it now. There are a few things that wouldn't be in it now. Not quite as blatant as 21 Jump Street, but there are quite a few jokes that would just not be in it now. There's no way. It just would not be in it. Because it's 2014, which was right before things got really woke. So it made it in under the wire, made it in just in time. So yeah, I find it disappointing because I love the first one, to be honest with you. Despite the rating I gave it in my previous video about 21 Jump Street, I'll explain how I am with ratings just before I rate this. 22 Jump Street, which I will be doing very shortly. So I'm a bit disappointed with it. It's a comedy sequel. They rarely live up to the original. If it's one you love particularly, like I mentioned, well, I'll mention it now. American Pie and American Pie 2. American Pie 2 is still good, not as good as the first one. However, there's a third one that's maybe even better than the first one. So I'll come on to this now. Although I was a bit disappointed with 22 Jump Street, it's still really good. And I'm going to give it a very generous 7 out of 10. Bear in mind, I'm very stingy with my marks. I'm quite harsh in my content in general. You might be new to my content. I'm quite harsh, whether I'm talking about other topics than this or reviewing movies and or TV shows. And my ratings out of 10 are harsh. This is a generous 7. Now, speaking of third films in comedy trilogies, Channing Tatum said late in 2024 that he'd read a script for the 23 Jump Street. He said it's the best third movie script he's read, as in the third movie in a series. It's the best script for a third movie in a series he's read. He said Jonah Hill wants to do it as well, although due to bureaucracy, behind the scenes things, it might be hard to do. And Dave Franco early this year, 2025, said that his words were, there's nothing more he'd love to do. That's pretty much what he said. He'd love to do 23 Jump Street as well. So hopefully it will happen. I mean, obviously they're all a lot older now. It's over 10 years. It could still be done. And if it's anything like the third American Pie film, maybe the odd numbers are the good ones here. Although this one's good too. As I said, it's a generous 7 out of 10. It's worth watching. It really is. They're both really good. And I hope there's a third one. So those are my thoughts on, the 22 Jump Street. And I've already covered 21 Jump Street. So I've done both. Reviewed both films. I've got a 2-part series here. As I say, make sure you go and check out my 21 Jump Street review as well. So, if you like the video, like it, give it a thumbs up. Share it if you if you know someone you think might get something from it. Subscribe, and when you do, ring the notification bell. Comment. This is Benji on Benji 84.0. Hasta pronto.